What's your plan?
Stay the hell away from me, okay?
I'm sure you have good reasons to bust out of here, but I need to get out of here too.
Yeah? Not my problem.
It's pitch black. We need a light.
Screw it. I'll go first. Oh, crap!
You okay?
Your hands up high.
Do you have a problem?
Yeah, I got a problem with you.
I love you, buddy.
Vincent, what are you doing here?
She's my daughter too.
See? Problem solved.
Come on, Leo!
Your hands up high. My love, I'll see you by and by.
What's your plan?
It's my plan, and I decide what goes down. You got that?
Yeah? Come on, Leo!
My name is Joseph Fares, and I'm the writer-director of A Way Out. A Way Out is a story-driven co-op game. It is designed, played, and experienced only in split-screen co-op, which means you have to play the game with a friend, either online or on your couch. The game starts in a prison. You play as Vincent and Leo. You and a friend will get to know your characters and unfold their story together.
You don't know anything about me, man.
Maybe not. But Harvey killed someone very close to me. With or without you, I'm going after him.
Let me show you some of the scenarios in the game. On the right side, you see Leo was already in prison. On the left, you see Vincent, who just arrived. Now if you look to the right again, you can see that Leo can be controlled while Vincent is in a cutscene. Here is another one. Vincent and Leo are now in the laundry room. Your goal is to smuggle sheets using a laundry cart. You can approach the scenario in different ways. Either get the cart with Vincent.
You know, I got a good pack right here. I think it's got your name on it. It's, broken. I don't know.
Or with Leo.
Get over here, you idiot!
Yeah, but I think those two guys are just about to fight.
What the?
What? Who's him?
In A Way Out, you will experience something new all the time. Everything you do in the game is unique for that scene. We want you and your friend to be focused and engaged throughout the entire story. But let me tell you, this is just the beginning of what you will be experiencing in A Way Out.
Give me a gun! Get him! Run, run, run! Relax, man, I got this.
Welcome back, everybody. One of the biggest announcements to come out of EA Play the other day was A Way Out, the first game from a new studio called Hazelight, headed up by our good friend Joseph here. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, so nice to be here.
So we're here to talk about A Way Out, which is your debut game as your new studio.
No. I did the Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons before.
Right, yeah. But now
so-
you formed this new studio,
Yes,
and
yes.
you're
It's a
working
debut on this studio. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
sorry,
right. That's
but
right,
yeah, obviously you worked on, you created Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, which
Yes.
was hugely popular.
Yeah.
Everybody loved it, and now A Way Out looks even more incredible. Looks like a real kind of evolution of your work. What's that whole process been like?
Well, the thing is, after I finished Brothers, I want to make another game that pushed the boundaries, how to tell stories, but without compromising on gameplay, because the interactivity in game I love it. So it started out with me and a friend trying to find a co-op game that was not just a drop in, drop out. I wanted to do like an emotional story for two characters, and that they were unique and everything. This is actually how it's so the game was designed from day one as a co-op in design.
So single player was never in the cards?
Even if someone gave me $20 million, do a thing, I would say no. This is part of the design, part of the vision. I will not. Look, it's passion that drives me. That's the most important part. If I don't feel it in my heart, it will never come in the game.
I think that definitely comes across in just those trailers that we've been seeing about it. And I love that you have to play with another player.
Yeah.
And what's really intriguing to me, which I find unique about this game in particular, is that even though you're on a split screen, if one character has a cutscene, the other character's story still continues and it's still playable.
Yes. So the thing is, like, because I love the interactivity of the game. Even in the cutscene, I tried to make it that one player can be controlled while the other one has a cutscene. And the thing is, you will be able to play it online. And it's going to be split screen anyway, because that's the part of the storytelling. But I prefer you play it in the couch. It's almost part of the design that you play, because there are some points in the game, especially the one demo we were showing here at E3, when you have to make a choice, and you together have to talk to each other. So you have to, you have a thing, like, for instance, a thing you need, so you have to talk to your friend, and I think it feels better if you do it in the couch. I prefer people do it in their couch, actually.
Yeah, this looks amazing.
At their couch, maybe you say.
It's incredible some of the
My
stuff you
English
guys are
is terrible.
doing with the split screen mechanic. I'm surprised that nobody else has tried to do something like this before, because you're doing amazing stuff where, like, if one player has a more cinematic event going on, the screen kind of gets bigger for them and smaller for the other character.
It's kind of like a 65%, 35. Sometimes we go with 3 screens, sometimes we go with a split like this. So this is kind of like, because my background is a filmmaker, so this, you can say, is the inspiration from my background. But still, the games, for me, there are two passive experience. When you have the controller most on the table, not in your hand, I love the interactivity. I want you to be able to control all the time. Also, another thing in a way, like, the mechanics are, like, variation is insane. It's like we do like one thing and then it's over. Some scenes, like you'll have a scene where one of the players does it for a minute, over 300 animation, you only do it there. And we have a full third-person shooting mechanic. We only use it when it makes sense in the story. That's it.
Wow.
But that's important to get the players emotionally connected. You don't want, this is not a game where you level up, or I'm 42, you're level 40. No, this is a game where preferably you can play half of the game and then play with another one, but that's pretty much like I would give you a movie, let you like start from the middle and say, look at this. But also what I think also is that I think there's underestimated what you can experience in co-op, because you can experience this, when you look at a great movie, you experience an emotional story together. And I think in co-op there is a lot of possibilities. This is the idea with this game, to get you emotionally connected together, and not just like in a competitive way, you know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm against those games, but I think that there's a potential of doing this also in co-op.
Well, that's what I love about this. I mean, the story between the two characters is so, tightly wound within each other that you're really making a bond together. And I can see, like, if you're playing it together, it's the journey that you get to go on and experience it, because it's a pretty intense story that you're telling.
Oh yeah. The thing is, I'm so excited. I'm almost shaking.
Love it.
I almost want to eat the table. No, but the thing is, like, the game, like the first they don't know each other. So it almost like starts as a single-player game in a split screen, almost like that, and then you slowly get to know each other. And also the game starts in a prison, but there will be way more outside. So it's just that the beginning is there. It's a big part of the game, but it's way more than this, than just the prison.
Cool. So,
and also, like, it's not that just the mechanics are unique. All NPCs, all interactions are unique for every character. So if I go talk to a person, I will have my choice. It's like a simple choice with short dialogue, and as you talk, you will say differently. So it depends. So always, I prefer that you always try to do it a different way, because the characters are so different from each other. They're like the total opposite.
So A Way Out feels like a much bigger project than Brothers was. it feels like you guys maybe have more freedom, more resources to work with here. What's that whole process? Or is that even the case?
Yeah, no, I mean, we are in the company. It is what I mean.
It comes across that way.
Yeah, I know. I'm happy for it because it looks really good, but we do everything in-house. I mean, I do the mocap, I do the stunts. I mean, I had my toenails come off when I stunt.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, you actually...
Ow.
I thought you were joking earlier.
No. What do you mean? Look, I'm a passion-driven person.
So you're the
like,
writer, director,
founder,
stuntman,
mocap. Okay, I have my big brother in the game also. He's a great actor, but I get him for free. So I think we're breaking some kind of world record of what you can do for amount of stuff. We have like over 13,000 animation, maybe more than some AAA titles. It's crazy what we are like putting in this game.
Wow.
Yeah, but I love it. You know, and even if people tell me, like in the beginning, they told me, like, how dare you? Maybe you should like do a thing. I'm like, no, that's not gonna happen. Because this is the design, this is the game.
Well, and how passionate you are about it. This allows you to really be an auteur and get your hands in like every little bit of it and really be hands-on. And that way it's gonna turn out, you know, and that passion's gonna really show through.
I believe, like, if you truly believe in what you're doing, and I'm a passionate gamer, I do a game that I want to play. I mean, if you like don't want it, it's very easy to choose another game. But I truly believe, like, if you play this game from start to finish, you'll know what I mean, because you haven't played anything like it. This is not. Look, if you look at like this, normally when you see games like there are split screen, it's mostly single player, and then it's based from that. It's pretty much the same mechanic going on. Here it's designed from the get-go like that, and it's also the variation is never seen before. The way we're telling it, the way there's stuff going on. There's so much stuff for you to experience here.
Wow.
And we're working extremely hard for this to come out, but I'm super excited. The reaction. I mean, I expected it not this good, but it's going to be so good when people get it in their heads.
The reaction was huge after the show. Like, you guys were real superstars over the weekend after the reveal. I think you've been showing it to a few people, like in a limited capacity. What's the reaction been to people playing it for the first time?
They come in excited. They get out nuts. I'm telling you, like when I show them, they're like, "Wow, there's so much to show here." So I'm telling you, it's like when we start the demo, I tell them like, "This is a way out in these 5 minutes." The next 5 minutes is something else. I wish I could show you. I might show you when this is done, so you know what I mean. But there are so many that.
I need to come find you and see if I can get in on that.
Exactly. Now, do you, when the splits, when you have your split screen and you're doing all the puzzles that you have to solve to get through the game, are you always working together, or is that part when you're both on the screen at the same time?
So the thing is, like, you always work. But the beginning of the game, you don't know each other.
Yeah.
Almost like a separation in design. Like you don't know. It's also part of design. But then you're always working together. It's almost like you can't progress without your partner. So I think you understand when you play it. It's like you can't go for. I would say like the only game that's like close to it, but really not. It's Portal 2, where you're dependent of your friend. You're dependent. You cannot go on. There's no AI-controlled second player if you're on. So you have to play with a friend. And if you don't have a friend, I can play with you.
I think I'd like that.
So this story feels a lot more intense and cinematic than the first game that you worked on. Do you feel like you've grown as a writer, as a storyteller working on this?
Well, I've done 6 feature movies before. So
really?
I'm a filmmaker. My background is a filmmaking. But that's the thing, again, like coming into games, and that's also so why Brothers became a success is because people felt like, wow, it's the interactivity that tells the story. That's what I like. I think it's even more, I mean, the game is cinematic, but it is playable. That is, I'm super against, like, if we're going to put in something that is more a passive experience. We still have cutscenes and stuff. I mean, the camera work, it's, I think people who see it, they will understand, oh, this is just not just cameras, like, you know, it's the cameras done by...
real cinematography.
And you have to...
That's, I know, I'm not like so much stuff.
You have to figure out how to simultaneously frame a shot from 2 different perspectives all the time. It's incredible. How do you deal with that?
I mean, look.
A lot of trial and error.
Where to put the camera is super easy for me, because I know it from inside out. It's like, but how technically to solve it, it's very hard. Like how it's like look, when people look at this game and say now like, oh, why don't they do split screen? But it's hell on earth. Because let me just give you an example. In a single player game, it's very easy to control the pacing for the player. You know that, okay, when the player here, we have a trigger, boom, we go to cutscene. Now, how do you do with 2? okay, where's this guy? Where's the other guy? How can we make sure they're
Yeah.
like, what if he looks at him when he does that? For instance, when you go and take down, some games like make a cut to align the character on the animation. Here you can't, because you can look at him. Then it will pop, so there's so much that you don't think about.
Yeah.
Like that has been hell on earth, but I love it. This is from a developer perspective, it's a pain in the ass. But I really hope this inspires as a developer to like, because I sometimes can feel that games can become a bit repetitive. You know what I mean? And I want this to be like an experience. I hope this inspires others, not both from that person, also to truly believe in your vision and go with it. And don't say like, I'm not saying we should not listen to the players, but we should also listen to our hearts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like, what does the player want? Yeah, I want this, I want customization, I want that. Yeah, sure, but trust in your own vision as well. It's very important, I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
I agree.
Absolutely. Cool. Well, anything else? Meredith, did you have any other questions?
I can't keep talking if you have time.
No, I'm
Let's fill
so
out the rest of the
excited.
show.
Yeah, no,
I can
so
talk
excited.
here for 1 week. If
I love how passionate you are, and I love that you're making a game that you're so passionate about, because that's going to make people, excited to play it. To see how excited you are about it. So
I just
Awesome.
just play it when it comes out.
I can't wait.
When is it coming out?
Early 18.
Early 2018.
Yeah, we're working super hard for that. So.
Awesome. Well, we wish you the best. Good luck
Thank
with
you.
the game. I can't wait to play it.
Thank you.
That is A Way Out. It's coming to PlayStation 4 in 2018, early 2018.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll have a lot more coming up, so please stay tuned.
PlayStation